Hello guys, what's up? So in this video we are going to talk about what are security groups. Okay, so basically it's a third video of our Amazon series. So if you have not watched out our previous videos, I do recommend to go and watch because it is more informative. Okay, so security groups. Okay, it's a important topic as per your examination also. Okay, and we'll see in detail what are security groups. So security groups controls the traffic into and out of our EC2 instance. Okay, so what it is, let's see, and visualize this thing in detail. So let us suppose, guys, you are having an EC2 instance, okay, and you have deployed a software in that EC2 instance. Okay, so this is your software in your EC2 instance. Okay, and let us suppose there is a person. Okay, this is a person. You want only a specific group of person to access your software. Okay, now you have defined by default you have hosted a. Okay, let us not talk about a EC2 instance. Let us talk about a server and a normal software or a website. So what happen is, so when you have purchase a hosting and you have deployed a software, so you want anyone in the world can access this software. Okay, but on the other side you have made some changes to the software which will create some confidentiality. Okay, what confidentiality means you want only a specific group of user want to access this software. Okay, I don't want to make it accessible to the public. I want only a specific group. Let us suppose this is a university. Only university students having a particular IP range, okay, can access it. Okay, let us suppose this is a particular university, DU, Delhi University it is. Okay, so in this Delhi University, only those students are able to access my software. What can I do? So I can deploy a security group, okay, before this EC2 instance. What is this? This security group is acting as a firewall. Okay, this security group will acting as a firewall which will only allow those person whom I have defined in a particular security group. You can understand it into a file, okay, or the configuration file on which I have given only those IP addresses who are having the traffic that has been come from DU, Delhi University, on this university. Okay, I don't want others to access it. I only want the university that I am in. Okay, only that person will able to access my software. So that is known as security group. Okay, which is acting as a firewall. You just need to understand this firewall, a middleware which is acts as a filtration. Okay, it acts as a filtration. Only those person are able to access this whom I want to access my software. Okay, I hope you get an idea, guys, what it is. So let's see different point. So security groups only contain allow rules. Okay, allow rules that we have defined. I already told you only those rules that are that have been written by us only. Security group rules can reference by IP or by or by its secure groups. Okay, so let us understand this thing. Okay, as I've already told you one thing, that I want only those IP addresses that I have configured in this file. Okay, so another thing that you need to know is that, let us suppose I have defined this EC2 instance. Okay, this is my EC2 instance and I have installed or deploy a particular Windows operating system. Okay, just like your local laptop, how it is, I have defined it inside a cloud, inside a EC2 instance, a Windows operating system. And in that Windows operating system, I want to access Chrome browser. Okay, Chrome browser I want to access. Okay, so one thing is that there are some people who want to access my EC2 instance. Okay, there are some persons who want to access my EC2 instance, and there is another thing inside that EC2 instance. If I want to access other website, how can I do? That rule also it is there. So these are the two security groups that we need to configure. That part within our EC2 instance. Okay, if I want to access, this is known as outbound rule. What it is? Outbound rule. And the rules that we want to access before we need to access this EC2 instance, it is known as inbound rule. Okay, these two differences you need to understand. Okay, let us suppose if I want to access this Chrome, so this Chrome wants to access a Google server. Okay, so this is a Google server. I want to make a request to this server and want to execute my query. Okay, in order to execute it, first I need to connect. So that connection rules, like is it allowing me to do that or not? So in a library, okay, in a university library, you have seen that there are a lot of computers over in the library, okay, and you can also bring your own laptops also. But that internet connection, okay, this internet connection in your Wi-Fi, you can only access those websites that are educative, informative, not all websites. Like in our university, we cannot able to play games like PUBG and Free Fire. These are the games with the help of the university Wi-Fi. I cannot able to access the servers because it has been blocked by the firewall or the security groups within that. Okay, so I hope you understand this thing. If you are in the EC2 instance, you need to define those rules. I hope this thing has been cleared. Now let's see it in detail. Okay, so uh, okay, so it acts as a firewall, already been discussed. So they regulate access to the ports, authorize IP ranges from IPv4 to IPv6. I'll show you how we can modify these things, how we can modify intended recipients only can look into control inbound and outbound rules. Okay. So these are the 2 points that you need to understand. This is very helpful while like let us suppose your company told you to deploy an EC2 instance, okay, but due to some error you cannot able to, you get this error message, okay, let us suppose timeout, your session has been expired. Okay, this message you will get, and you thought about, I have done the perfect things, what is wrong with my launching the EC2 instance? So in that manner, what it is, if your application is not accessible, timeout, it is due to the security group. So you need to check your security groups, like you have the access. So let us suppose you have launched an EC2 instance, okay, and you want to access it using the Chrome browser. Okay, like there is a particular set of software that you have deployed, so this is a Chrome browser and you want to access it, but it shows your session time has been expired, or it will go into infinite loop. So you need to configure your security groups in that manner. Another situation, if your application gives connection refuse, so this error, this error, the site can't be reached, okay, then it is an application error, means the application that you have deployed inside this, it has not been launched, but the connection you can establish, but the application is not working. So then you need to see the application configuration inside that EC2 instance. So these are the two instances that I want you to know that. Okay, so this is for the theory perspective. Now we'll see like how we can able to modify our EC2 instance. Okay, so I'm in this EC2 instance. Okay, so I have launched a particular instance type. Okay, so you can see that it is up and running. Okay, let me just refresh it and see that it is up and running. Yes, it is up and running. So if you tick on this and go to security, okay, you can see that there are security groups that have been defined, and you can see inbound rules, outbound rules. Okay, so these are the security groups that have been launched. So I have named the security group as launch wizard 1, which is by default has been created. So if I want to edit it, okay, what I can do, I just come here in the left hand side, you can see network, under network and security, just click on this security groups. Okay, you just need to edit a security group. I have shown you now, launch wizard 1 is the security group that has been associated with our EC2 instance. So in this you can see details. Okay, and you see inbound rules, outbound rules. Okay, so in the inbound rule, if I want to define, okay, I just need to click on this edit inbound rules, and you here you can define. Let us suppose only HTTP users from anywhere having IP range 4 can access it, having IP range 6 can access it, or only my IP can only access this. You can also define this like you are in the development stage. Okay, so you want only yourself only to access it until the application has been created, so that no one can access it until your project has been completed. So that also you can do. You see how you can do this. So a lot of customization, and you can add a new rule. You can see if I want to add a different protocol, like you can see this UDP SSH and SMTP. Okay, if I want to add this protocol, okay, you can see the port range also. By default it will give you. Okay, and you can configure it anywhere from IPv4 can access this. uh, you can say that this EC2 instance, and just save this rule, and you can see, yeah, it will generate a security group ID also. Here it is. Okay, and you can see it has been active. So this is way. Similarly, in the outbound rule, what it is, in the EC2 instance, if I want to access different websites, how can I access it? So by default, you can see it is from all traffic. Like I can use every traffic that has been out there. Okay, so this is the thing I can say that you can do it in your EC2 instance. I hope you get an idea like how we can do it, and how the things happen while you are doing the thing in this manner. Okay, so and one more question that people will ask me, like what is a importance of it. So let us suppose there is a company, ABC company you have. Okay, ABC company you have. Okay, so you want to deploy, okay, VMwares. Okay, you have given the laptops to them. Okay, and you have given a project to them. Okay, and you want to assure that the people will do only these kind of projects and not able to access different sites like YouTube or any other sites which will lead to security breach. Okay, you should be make sure that that person, okay, should not able to leak your information about the project due to confidentiality issues. So that issue should be intacted, that issue should not be shared. So that kind of thing you want your employee should not be shared. So that is the reason why your security groups should be come into place. Okay, you don't want this person to access any other illegal sites that will lead to security breach. So in that it comes into very important. So very important for your exam perspective. Make sure that you gone through each and every topic. Again, if you want to watch this video watch it, create notes. Want if you have any doubts, just write down. Okay, we'll see you in the next video. Happy learning, guys.